Well, joining us now, Colorado Springs Mayor Yemi Mobolade. Mayor, great to have you. Thank you so much for taking the time. All of this taking place in your community, the story Jorge just highlighted. What was your reaction to this development and to these arrests?
Kelly, first of all, thank you for having me on your show. My reaction was just full of pride to the Colorado Springs Police Department, the DEA of the Rocky Mountain Field Division, and so many of our local and federal law enforcement partners in this coordinated efforts, working well together for what I believe is a successful operations to take down the criminal activity that's happening here in my city. It moves us one step to becoming a safer community.
Yeah, and so many would agree. How would you describe crime in Colorado Springs? Are there specific trends you've been witnessing?
Yeah, the good news is crime as a whole in Colorado Springs is trending in the right direction downward. But there are a couple of areas that we're paying attention to, including violent crime as well. But one of the things that my police department has been taking an active of leadership is how we bring down the drug and criminal activity around illegal drug use in Colorado Springs. Like many communities in across the U.S., especially when you're along the I-25 interstate corridor, it's a hub for crime to move through that interstate corridor. But we are making sure that we are staying ahead of it, and we're cracking down on that type of criminal activity in Colorado Springs as well.
Yeah, and these numbers absolutely stunning. What are the next steps in this case? Do you think we could see even more arrests as this investigation continues as a result?
I anticipate that there will be more arrests. I hope to see more raids happen in my city. This is not the first one. These operations often take months to get to a point where we can actually go in, and it takes a lot of coordination between so many different partners. 40 of my police officers were involved in this underground raid, working with many of our federal partners. So this is for us. This is an everyday posture and everyday work that we do to ensure the safety of our community.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you about that partnership. You know, this comes as a similar story emerges from Florida, where ICE arrested nearly 800 migrants in a first-of-its-kind operation. Many there saying partnership between state and local officials was highly successful, helped drive those results. How critical is it that these departments are on the same page? Do you feel like the Trump administration is playing a role in that coordination?
Absolutely, and we've always been proud of the partnership we've had with the feds. We're actively working. Many of my team members are actually working closely in the task force, or the DEA task force, and so we have partnership across all federal levels. And so it takes a village. It takes a village to make a community safe. There are certain things that are within my purview, and there are certain things that are not within my purview that I need the federal partners. And so this has been just a wonderful example of local and federal partners working together to make a community like mine more safer.
How would you describe your mission as it relates to crime in your community moving forward? What's the thesis, Mayor?
Well, this is what I can actually appreciate what the president and his team is doing. The number one role of government at all levels, whether it's federal, state, or local, in my case, it's the safety of our community. If you don't have a safe community, you have nothing. I have often said that a great city is a safe city, and a safe city is a great city. So this is my number one responsibility. I'm a parent of 3 young kids. We think about it every day. If families don't feel safe, it affects just about everything in our community. So we're working under this big, hairy, and audacious goal to make Colorado Springs one of the safest cities in America. And I've told my team, I want one of my legacies as mayor is to be a mayor that really champions public safety and moved us one step closer to becoming a safer community. And by the way, this is near and dear to my own story as being an immigrant, as I've grown up in a part of the world where we didn't always feel safe. So this is one of the blessings of being in a country like ours, and it's my job and it's my intent to make sure that I continue this legacy that that we have as Americans, and this blessing truly as Americans.
It truly is a blessing.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.